Curse of the Creative is the radio promotions podcast, a business podcast, guys, business. Speak like Jeremy Maggs, if you can. From the creative team at Ultimate Media, what we do each episode is we come up with a concept for you to use in your own brainstorms. It's better than using ChatGPT or the weird one that's in your WhatsApp now. Ricky, have you seen that one? Do you use that one?
I've used it to make pictures, like to design pictures. It sucks though. It's not the greatest.
Yeah, it keeps telling me to Google stuff. I'm like, well, what's the fucking point of you then? All right. So
I tried for like AI porn. Like that's really all I use it for. It doesn't work.
Oh, okay. Right. Well, it went there eventually because that's where it always goes. So the theme of these few episodes has been and will be Black Friday. Ricky has had a go back 2 episodes. Phenomenal idea. Bongani's idea is still circling. It's still floating. We're not sure. Maybe we'll scoop it up. I know he's working on it. And then Feefs is in the hot seat today. She has got her clock's going to start in just a few seconds. And then we're going to decide, do we flight, park, or flush the thing? Feefs wasn't confident coming into this. She's never confident though, but she normally hits it out the park. Feefs, your clock starts now.
Okay, guys. So Black Friday is all about slashing prices and people getting things on special and all of that. So I think this would make for a great concept for stations, for clients as well. Stations can go looking for the clients that they already have to join into this Black Friday situation. And then what they can do is that they can run lives like leading up to the day of Black Friday, with their specials and all of those. So anybody can come on board who's trying to push their Black Friday. And then all listeners will have to do is maybe send a WhatsApp of what maybe they are eyeing from those specials and whatnot. And then if we choose you, I really like the concept of a trolley dash. It's really cool to be able to get stuff you like in a certain amount of time for a certain amount of money. It adds to excitement. And visually it's appealing. Radio now is not only audio, so it makes for a nice, big, fun execution. So you win, and then we give you 5,000 rands towards a trolley dash in that store to get whatever you want. People are always eyeing things to buy on Black Friday. They wait all year. So you'll just let us know, what have you been eyeing from the specials we've been running all week leading up to Black Friday. It creates excitement for the client. It creates excitement for the listeners to be able to do a trolley dash that is worth 5K to get whatever you'd like at a store.
Bongani?
Gonna park it just a bit, simply because, okay, I understand the part of people winning a trolley dash, but now is it a virtual trolley dash, or do they now need to go physically to the store?
It's going to be in store. That's what makes it exciting, to actually do a physical trolley dash.
Ricky?
No, so you asked me to be nice, Refuwe, but unfortunately that's not possible today. The live read idea, it's not really an idea. Trolley dash also, like, it's been done a lot, right? You're showing your age now from KTV back there in the 90s. No, I like trolley dashes, but I mean, like, if you think about Black Friday, it's mostly like electronics and stuff. Like, how much you gonna fit in the trolley, by the way, number one, and number two, for $5,000. Maybe if you're going to like a ShopRite or something, then that's cool. But yeah, I mean, I'm gonna flash it anyway, so you can put that sound effect in the meantime. I'm just trying to think of a way to make it a little bit better. I was thinking of like a Black Friday like wish list, where we compile like this wish list somehow, and at the end of the campaign, like the listener wins everything. One listener wins like everything on the Black Friday wish list. Don't know why I mentioned that idea, because there's not much to that either. But
Ricky, you live in Cape Town. You obviously seen the Take-A-Lot depot, and I'm sure you've seen Amazon's warehouse, right? Their massive warehouse. It's a thing now in Cape Town. People intentionally change their route to drive you past the Amazon building. Right? That's what happened to me. Oh, that's Amazon's building. Okay, anyway, weird thing. Everything else I got in Cape Town, they got to show me the Amazon building. Right. Then I want to ask another question. When you guys, my daughter asks me this often, but it's a relatable thing. If you got locked in a store overnight, which store would you want to be locked in? Like, say there was a hurricane, I don't know, something, and you got locked in a store. Which store would you like to be locked in? Ricky, like, have you thought about this?
I've not thought about it.
Like a camp out, like imagine like a macro or a game, right? Where they've got a lot of stuff, or even like say the Amazon warehouse. But let's go into like a store because you can all visualize, right? So imagine macro and you get locked in a macro overnight and you're going, oh, okay, well, it's fine because you got stuff in macro to keep yourself busy, right? So like, think of that. So I'm wondering if Feefs, we don't build on your idea and actually make it a physical thing. We build up winners all towards Black Friday, and you got this wish list. And every listener now contributes towards or every listener kind of says, this is what I want, this is what I want, this is what I want, this is what I want. And then you get a presenter or somebody as your proxy in store. And all through Black Friday, we have them like cammed up, and that's streamed to the listener, or maybe the listener's in store with them. And the listener's now guiding, because what I'm thinking is maybe you pick a mystery prize that you want, and you don't tell the presenter. Then as the game kicks off, the presenter has got 30 seconds in your dash for you to now direct them only by watching the camera where your prize is. So say you want an Xbox. Now you got to start them and you got to direct them through the store, through the camera that they've got on them. You now see what they're seeing. And then they're running through the store and you direct them to get what you want. And if they don't understand, you don't say the words or whatever, they got 30 seconds to get it. Maybe that's a build on there.
But what about stripping it down to like locking them in literally this place overnight, right? So like also doing a live stream, but saying, I don't know, like make big winners, right? Like $100,000, lock you up in a macro. You got $100,000 to spend. You got the night to decide. So let them snoop around there, go and choose this stuff, and like the next day on breakfast, whatever, reveal what all the cuck that they've decided.
So that's great. So, but I think we don't let them know the prices of stuff. So you give them a budget, and if they go under or over that, but they have to be within like 1,000 rand either side, or they win nothing and they've just wasted their night.
Yeah. We love losers.
I love the version whereby you lock people up, but now the whole night is too much. Let's just what if we give them just an hour? You lock them up for an hour. No one comes in, no one comes out. They get that 100K and then they choose whatever they want to choose. They push their own trolleys or they get a friend to assist pushing the trolleys. And if they go over 100,000, then you'll cut the things that they took. But if they went below 100,000, then they take whatever they chose.
So why I like the longer time period of an hour is over a longer time period, you're going to debate more. You're going to drive yourself nuts and you're going to keep changing what you're taking. Over an hour, you're going to be focused. So I'm going to get this. Where overnight, especially if you're streaming or you know what that person's up to all night, the story the next morning when we recap it, because they would have changed it, they would have put this, but I saw you took a bicycle, then you put the bicycle back. Then I think the you're going to go insane. And I think the store must have no one. I think lights must be low. I think it must be deadly quiet. Just like one person just going insane all night. I literally have water everywhere, but not a drop to drink. I literally have access to everything, but I can't make my mind up. I think there's like a really funny thing when you recap it the next morning to like kind of break down that person's psyche over the night. And they ideally not going to sleep, so they're going to go crazy.
Can I change my mind? Can I flight this now and can I give Riffiwa the credits?
Wow, you can't flight it because it was built on top of mine.
You see, what that's called in the brainstorm process is we go, oh my God, that is such a bad idea, but we're all here and, we got to walk out with an idea. So at least now we got something. So Feefs, you get the credit because in the brainstorm process, everyone plays a role. Your role was just to take a dump. So anyway, just to do something else. We're going to leave the final word with Bongani, the professor.
Yeah, Mr. P. One question to Ricky. Ricky, why didn't you add on to my idea so that I can also get a flight?
That's awkward. I'm going to save Ricky. You don't need to answer that. This is Curse of the Creative. Subscribe, share, and tell your friends about it. Thank you. Bye.